personally choose to invest in real estate is because it just allows me to have direct control of my investment. There's many investment vehicles, and one of them is real estate, but I find that when you invest in real estate, you have control. Versus, let's say, for example, if you invest in the stock market and somebody says something, the whole market crashes. I feel like I have more control when I invest in real estate. I feel like I can choose the property type, I can choose the area, I can choose the terms, I can choose when I want to sell. So because of that, it just gives me a little bit more control again. And that makes me feel like my investment is safer because I've taken time to learn more about the market. Then it makes me feel like everything that happens to my investment is up to my decision and not up to what somebody would say that would impact the value of my investment. I also like that I can get cash flow every month. So when you buy an investment property, usually you'd make calculations such that the person who's living there covers all your expenses. So that's why as a tenant, you're actually helping cover the expenses that the landlord is paying, including a mortgage, taxes, insurance, maintenance, all those things the tenant will cover for you. And I like that when somebody's living there, they can cover all the expenses plus additional money that comes in my pocket every month. I like also that you build up equity because the tenant who's living in that property is helping you cover your mortgage. So they are literally paying your house down. So if you have it long enough, you'll have this asset that's paid off every month with none of your money every month going into it every month. You also have appreciation. As I was just saying, that properties went up 32% for single family homes in Hamilton last year, which means that if I bought a property last year, my money has gone up 32%. That is pretty significant. It's really rare to see that in most other investments out there. And I also like that you can write off your interests. For example, this has to do with taxes. If you're going to file your taxes and you're paying interest on a mortgage, that amount, you can claim that in your taxes. So you basically get the taxes reduced. You also get a tax break when you sell your home. This comes in a form of capital gain. So if I made 100,000 in capital gains, the government only taxes me on 50% of it. But if I made 100,000 in regular income as an employee, the government will tax me on all of it. So as an investor, you get tax breaks from the sale of your property, which I really love. And I like that a lot of the times when you buy a property, you can start using it within 2 years. So what that means is within 2 years, your initial investment goes up so much such that you can take it out. And you can take it out, keeping the property. You can take the investment out and use it to buy another property. I see this a lot with a lot of my clients who are looking to grow their portfolio really fast. So there's a way you can buy a property, keep it for 2 years, refinance, take all your money out and use it to buy another property. So now you have this property that has none of your money in it, and you recycle that money to buy multiple. And that's how people are able to go from like 1 property to 10 within a short period. I like that it has lower volatility than the stock market. Just as I was saying, if somebody says something, doesn't impact the housing market because housing is a basic necessity. So a lot of people everyone needs it. Everyone needs a home. So I like that because of that, the volatility is very low, and it means that my investment is pretty safe. I like that it's tangible and it's easy to understand. Literally, there's no hidden knowledge about real estate. You buy a property, you rent it out. I feel like it's easy for the basic person to understand it, as compared to other investments that are a little bit more complicated. I like that it stays in vogue and is needed long term. Just as I was saying, we all need a place to live. It's never gonna go out of fashion. I feel like even technology cannot replace housing. So I really, really love that when I invest in real estate long term, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years from now, that investment will still be a needed necessity. It's something that everybody needs. it's, you know, technology can replace it and it can be outsourced. So those are the main reasons why I invest in real estate. There's probably many more, but these are the top 12. And the reason I'm sharing this slide with you guys is mostly to open your minds to, I wish somebody had shared this with me when I was just starting, because it just opens your horizon. Then instead of just thinking one way, now you know that there's this option, such that if you even if you weren't able to do it today, but down the road, it's something that you should consider, think about, and possibly learn more about. I bought my first property in 2014. At the time, I was in my third year at McMaster University. And that property that we bought in 2014 has allowed us to buy many more today. When we bought it, it was just an investment property. It wasn't something that we were gonna live in. So we bought it in Toronto. And 2 years after, it was worth maybe like 200 more than what we paid for it. And we used that method that I was telling you. We took the money out and we bought our first home that we lived in. And we kept doing the same thing until we had a few. So it's something that I shared just to, you know, show you what's possible with real estate.